following live stream may include adult language and themes. How could we know for sure? Hasn't happened yet. Anyway, viewer discretion is advised. Yeah, I guess we should have talked about it. I assumed you would. Yeah.
Welcome to the Tabletop Turntable. I am your DM, Erika, and I'm joined here with Sarah, Michael, Meg, and James, and we are going to be playing Kids on Bikes on Skateboards. That's not a different system. We're just going to be flavoring our bikes as skateboards for this adventure.
I thought you meant the bikes were going to be on skateboards. I got real
skateboards.
confused. Yeah.
It would be amazing, honestly.
We got to get some engineers in the chat so they can try to make those.
If you can come up with a kid.
Bump Erika's volume up. Oh, okay.
Okay. I need to. I can
Bike
up my
boards.
own mic sensitivity, maybe.
No, it wasn't you. It was the settings
Okay.
in the Discord.
Cool. Anyway, we are going to do our session 0, probably take a little break, and then do our session 1 for this Kids on Bikes adventure. So if you're here for session 0 and you've never built a Kids on Bikes character before, but you want to, grab a character sheet or like Google online and find your character sheet, or just grab an empty notebook page and we'll walk through all of that stuff. We will skip the Kids on Bikes world creation things except for like 1 or 2 questions because I have the world ready to go for everybody. So this will mostly be a character creation session 0. Hi players. So like I said, this is Kids on Bikes on Skateboards. The premise of our adventure is that we're teens who enjoy skateboarding, and we will take a look at our character sheets and walk through the bits and pieces on there. So a typical Kids on Bikes character sheet, I don't know if you can see this, it looks like this. You can also Google it and see that. And it's important to have name, trope, your age, bike information, which we'll get to, fears and motivations, flaws and obligations, knacks, and then like a general character description. And then Kids on Bikes is played with just 1 set of dice, which is unfortunate for those of us who like to hoard dice. But each one of the 6 main die types that you use for tabletop role-playing games will be assigned to a different stat within Kids on Bikes: charm, grit, brains, brawn, fight, and flight. Yeah. So that is where we are. So I think everyone has a name and an idea of a description of their character. If we want to kind of start there with everybody so we can see how we start to fit together, and then we can start talking about like flaws and tropes and those bonuses that you get from that. And I have the rule book here, so if anyone has questions, I will read out to you what you get for different types of strengths and flaws and things.
Did you share that with us as well? A link.
I could not find a PDF of that, but I can do a little searching while you guys are talking about your character descriptions to one another, and see if I can find.
I will also see if I have it because I know at one point I did.
Yeah, that is the only issue in buying the physical media of something and not the digital download, is then I can't the little screenshot to you guys.
I can't. I don't have my physical. Oh wait, it's right here. Hey, I found it.
Perfect.
What are we looking up again? I forgot.
So these are we'll talk about, it is like skills and strengths, or so it's called strengths and tropes.
Oh, okay.
You can also build a custom character. So in the back of the Kids on Bikes book, they have like little mini character grids for everybody that tells you if you are a cunning detective, where you might want to put your dice allocations, but you can also decide that for yourself. So James,
So yeah,
you
there's-
have. Go ahead, Sarah.
No,
Sorry.
go ahead. I was just gonna say, so example, there's like blue collar worker or bully as like some of the tropes you could play as if you so desired.
Yes. So James, you have not played before, so you need to allocate your stats for your character. So you can either decide that you are a classic story character trope, like the laid-back slacker or the popular kid, the nerd, and there are predetermined dice places, or if you feel like Willy Wipeout would have, really high brains, and maybe he likes to lift too, so he has really high brawn but is really bad at fighting.
How much you bench?
I don't know, he's like running everywhere, so he might have really great like endurance compared to his
flight.
Yeah, he's really good at flight. He could be really fast.
Okay, so is it easier to choose a trope?
It is easier to choose a trope in the sense that it like tells you where to assign your things. Yes.
Also just dropped a link in the video chat here to the start playing about the game that's got a bunch of information as well.
Okay. Well, I don't know what the various tropes are. So
Erika, I have a pretty good idea of like what I want to like my build. If we want to talk through that, and then I can go ahead and maybe
let's talk through that. That sounds good.
So my character is Z-Rex Wilder. I'm choosing the unlikely ally trope.
Ooh.
I like that trope for, reasons. Unlikely ally is the kid that nobody expects to be useful.
Oh, shit. Hang on.
Yeah.
Wait. Hang on.
Wait, what happened? Because now it did go black.
It went black before. You're just on a delay.
Oh.
There are many, many tropes. All right, James, I'm
I don't even think I have all the tropes.
I came up with a way with an assignment of stats that I feel comfortable with.
Cool.
Michael, what is it that you dropped?
A link to the start playing. It's just basically like a how to make a character in Kids on Bikes.
Can you send that where I can get to it, please?
Can you it's in the video chat. Can you get to it?
No, I cannot.
Then where do I need to send it to you?
In the regular chat.
Just in our TT Kids on Skateboards channel.
I sent it to her just directly.
That works too.
But I can put it in the other chat too.
Okay. Starting over. Sorry about the technical difficulties. When I tried to get to it, it made everything go away. So
it's okay. All good. Michael, you were walking us through the build you have for
Z-Rex Wilder. So that trope that I chose is the unlikely ally trope. The unlikely ally. My stats. I have a D20 in my fight, D12 in grit, a D10 in brawn, a D8 in brains, a D6 in charm, and a D4 in flight.
Nice.
I get an automatic strength buff to my +1 to my fight and my brawn. I chose the rebellious nature. The strengths. Yeah, rebellious. I have better resistance against being persuaded by both kids and adults. You're not going to be persuading me. And I also chose persuasion and resistance. Oh wait, no,
Cool.
that's persuasion resistant. Sorry. This sheet that I'm looking at is really formatted stupid in a stupid way.
I hate
My
this
flaws,
tropes.
I chose hot-tempered and flippant.
Nice.
So I figured that was for the strength, I chose street smart
Mm-hmm.
and fearless. And then my fear is getting locked up.
Fear's getting
Um,
locked up. Okay.
Yeah,
Damn.
being trapped, being institutionalized, losing his freedom, anything like that. I'm
Okay.
playing Zeke. I don't. I wanted to ask, and I guess maybe I should have asked this before we start talking about character stuff. But
Okay.
what's our like setting? Where are we?
Yeah, that's a good question. So we are, and I guess I have a couple questions for you guys around that for world building, but my idea for, or my setting that I have planned for is a very small coastal town called Mirror Bay, and it is a town that used to be full of some type of like shipping industry that has all left the town. So it is pretty like sleepy seaside vibes. And there is an abandoned factory on an island called Derelict Island that has been turned into a kind of unsanctioned skate park slash skateboard racing circuit. And that is where your characters tend to hang out a lot. Since you are all part of this you are part of the like skateboarding scene in town, and you're not super allowed to be there, but people have let it slide for years and years, and
They're just
so
glad kids are outside.
yeah, they're just glad kids are outside. But I have a couple of quick questions. So a cool thing about Kids on Bikes is if you want to go and build the setting completely with your party, which they highly encourage. They have a bunch of world building questions to ask everyone, but I thought that I would ask a few from their list to kind of flesh out the rest of the world. So I was wondering if you guys had any thoughts on what our town is famous for, and or infamous for.
Murders.
Ooh.
Famous,
I
infamous for murders.
So part of my thing with Zeke was dinosaurs, obviously. Thanks to Meg with the Z-Rex, and it just fits. And so I was just, you know what? We're gonna lean into what we know,
Mhm.
what we know and love. Um, I'm in my head. I had him. He's British.
Okay.
Oh,
So that maybe his and then I got to thinking and daydreaming like you do, and that maybe his mom works at university, and like the reason that she's here is because of a paleontological
Ooh.
reason. So like
I was
Yeah.
hoping you'd say that.
maybe we're if it's a coastal town, maybe we're famous before for marine reptile, prehistoric marine reptile
Yeah.
fossils or something in that
That'd be real sick.
in that hemisphere. I think that could
I'm
be
down
cool.
with that.
The murder can be the infamous. We could be both. It could be a place could be famous and infamous.
Yeah, it's true.
Hey, my best suggestion was just going to be we were known for a recent tragedy at a factory that was manufacturing something, but I honestly like the dinosaur thing a lot better. It's more interesting.
But
Yeah.
also
No, that's
serial
that's really
killers.
fun.
But also
Also
serial
serial
killers.
killers.
But see, remember what we just discussed earlier is if we're gonna level up the game to exploding skateboards, then we
True.
need to really like push the limits of what we can do here. So
What we can do.
yeah,
Yeah. What I was
famous
saying is that
and
we
infamous.
played a lot of Never Stop Blowing Up, which is the Dimension 20 uh version of Kids on Bikes that they developed, where everyone starts with the D4, and then as you roll max on that die, it blows up and explodes. And so I was saying that already Kids on Bikes is maybe like slightly more boring because the dice don't explode, even though it's not true about Kids on Bikes at all. It's a very fun
It's a
game.
very fun game. We do not
So
think
we
it's
thought
boring.
that maybe halfway through we would need to level up to exploding dice.
Because they technically do explode, but they explode so you roll the same dice over and over again.
Over and over again.
And never stop blowing up. When you roll to the max on the dice you have, it levels up and
It
you get to
levels
use
up,
the
you get
higher
another
up dice.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You can level up to a D20, but on these you keep your same dice stats all around. So honestly, that's a good way of combining them because I imagine we are going to have a level up as the story progresses and things
maybe
get
have a
dire.
level up and things could explode. I'll have to think about that. Cool. I like our suggestion that we're infamous for some type of like serial killer / murder mystery situation.
Thank you.
That's always fun.
Can the local high school have a really good whatever team?
Yes.
And those kids are the bullies.
Yeah, what team is really good?
Oh man.
Do we want to do
Baseball or
do we want
football?
like a prehistoric creature as the mascot?
Yeah.
Yeah.
What's
The
the name of
pterodactyls.
the Mirror Bay? The Mirror Bay coelacanths.
Coelacanths? That was not what I was.
That's too
I was
niche.
expecting velociraptor or pterodactyl.
No,
Or a
marine
mirror-
reptiles. It's a coastal town. Marine
Mirror
reptiles.
Bay Moasaurs.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah, no, I'm into that.
I mean, it's better
Mosasaur.
than Mirror Bay seahorses.
Mhm.
I'm trying to think of like, and no offense to anyone out there, the douchiest kind of team that I could think of, and it's probably Crew. It's got to be
For
Crew
a
lacrosse.
coastal town, I feel like Crew does kind of give like Lax Bro vibe.
Yeah.
I'm gonna show my ass here for a second. What is crew?
So, like
Rowing.
rowers. Yeah.
Oh, rowing. Okay,
Mhm.
okay. I've
Not
never
a
heard it called crew
typical High
before.
school sport. Usually,
But we're
it's
by the
No.
ocean,
prominent
so
in
it makes
college.
sense.
There's
But it's
probably
like-
some bougie private school way up north of the town that's
I was gonna say, it
outside
might
the
not
city
even be
limits.
like Mirror Bay High School. It might be like a boarding school, you know.
They're
in the
just
middle.
like the rival douchebags that come down to Mirror Bay.
Oh
to
yeah.
have them
Yeah.
alone.
It's like a private boarding school, and they come in and like shit on the townies. Yeah.
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 That actually leads into, like, I think what's gonna be one of my character's conflicts too.
Cool. Awesome.
Wait, so are we attending this boarding school or are we the townies?
Oh no, we're the townies.
Then we
We're the
need a
We're the
boarding school
townies.
that we go to.
Zig
Yes.
is definitely.
Well, I think
a
we
town.
can be the Mirror Bay High, the
Mirror Bay High
Moasaurs.
Moasaurs.
And they
Bay
can be
Mosasaurs. Mosasaur.
Moses. I thought it was MOA, Moasaur.
Do we have like a lacrosse
Mosasaur,
team
right?
or a football team, baseball, basketball?
Moa is a bird.
Oh, you're right. You're right.
Moas are
Uh,
giant prehistoric birds.
What's
Sorry.
I think I definitely
The
have,
autism is kicking in.
Sorry.
like, the normal teams.
No, I'm the same way.
at Mirror Bay.
I feel like I'm talking really.
No, you're good. You're good.
Okay.
Let's say lacrosse. Let's just make it lacrosse.
Yeah.
A lacrosse team.
Yeah.
I
As
love
long-
it. The Mirror Bay Mosasaurs, famous lacrosse team.
And then we can think about the boarding school.
Okay. I'm definitely gonna draw the logo.
Please do. Yeah.
Yes, do it.
That's
Do it, do
happening.
it, do it.
That's happening probably later tonight.
Yeah. Is there a club that people want to be part of at Mirror Bay High?
Can it be the skateboarding club or does it have to be unrelated?
I don't do clubs.
You don't
Quiz
do
bowl.
club. Quiz bowl.
Hey, I am in the photography club.
Okay. And Liv, you don't do clubs.
Not unless it's like an MJ situation where she just like hangs out. Because I'm imagining she's kind of that. She's a loner weirdo. I've decided that's her trope.
Cool. Okay,
So
awesome.
She just like hangs out, kind of like
Mhm.
Zendaya's MJ goes to detention just for fun.
Just for fun. Okay,
Yeah.
cool. I like it. Sarah, any thoughts for your character? What do we think? Are they in a club?
So I think you do have a more advanced version of me because I'm seeing tropes on your list that weren't on mine. So I think
okay.
I think Darcy Belmont's gonna be a mysterious transfer. So she's still kind of
Ooh.
figuring herself out. She's looking around at clubs. She hasn't really found something she likes yet, but she's very excited to find out that there is a skateboarding rink.
How
So
did you get kicked out of the boarding school?
A rink.
Ooh.
Ooh.
Oh, that'd be interesting. But
Or-
I guess we don't know. She is a mysterious transfer after all.
Mm-hmm.
Mhm.
But also, that would require her parents living here, which is kind of antithesis to the point, antithetical to the point.
They
of
moved
boarding
here to be
school.
close because they're helicopter parents.
Mm.
Wait. Your parents are helicopters. Sorry,
Oh, darling.
I couldn't resist.
Oh, that's good.
And quick question: how many do we have check marked for the not talents? What's the term I'm thinking?
Strengths.
Well, we haven't gotten it
Strengths.
yet, have we? Are we
Oh,
getting?
okay.
I assume we were going to go
so-
through this piecemeal.
Yeah, sorry. No, I was getting ahead of myself, but I don't think Dicey is in any club yet, but I think she's eager to. What year are we going to say we're all in? Are we in senior year, junior year?
Yeah, that is up to you guys. If you would like to be like different high school years who kind of bond over skating, or if you all want to be in the same class year.
I think I probably got held back. So I think I'm probably a junior. I should have graduated.
Yeah, juniors.
Juniors probably what I'm thinking.
Juniors.
Zeke's not smart.
Yeah, so I guess Dicey's going to have the experience I had in Florida coming in a junior year, kind of awkwardly trying to, mostly finding herself with the younger kids, even though she's got the credit, because the credits don't transfer properly. So, so she technically is a junior, but she's in a lot of classes with the freshmen and sophomores.
Okay. Cool deal. Meg, how old is your character? You good with being a junior too?
I had her at 15. I was thinking a sophomore.
Okay, so maybe you're in a shared class with Dicey. You guys are in like algebra together, or a credit that didn't transfer. Cool. And then James, you said that your character was maybe like skipped a grade.
You know what? Nah, I'll just say it's 16 and a junior. That seems to make sense.
Yeah, that seems about reasonable.
Yeah, that's what I was. So
cool. Sweet. All right. Is there a
I turned 16 my junior year.
What was your allocation of stats then, James? It seems like other people picked some tropes.
yeah, I did this without seeing the tropes that you then posted in the chat. So I went D20 in brains, D12 in flight,
Okay.
D10 in charm, D8 in grit, D6 in fight, and D4 in brawn.
Okay. So he's not in the gym lifting.
No.
School.
No. He skips arm and leg day.
Cool. I think that is perfect and works even without picking a trope.
Yeah, it's mostly just like a framework for folks who want it. It's not a requirement or anything.
Yeah, Sarah, did you pick other here, let me pull them back up in my book. Did you pick other strengths and flaws for Dicey?
I do think one of her big flaws is that she's reckless. But her strength, I'm kind of leaning towards she's definitely protective. How many of those are we allowed to pick? Because I think you get rebellious automatically when you're a teen.
Yes, as a teen, everyone gets rebellious, and so you guys have a +1 in you will add +1 to your fight and brawn checks when you make them for being rebellious automatically as a teen. And then I think we pick 4. Does that sound right? 4 skills? Maybe it's 3.
I think it's 3.
I think it's 3. Yeah.
So 3 including the one like.
Because the that one, the rebellious is always like an automatic thing.
Yeah, it's like an automatic.
I don't feel like it should count.
Yeah.
Okay, so
It's
no
3.
rebellious, but we could pick 3 of the skills. Okay. Okay, cool.
Yeah.
Wait. Yes, rebellious, but also
yes, rebellious. Also 3 more.
Yes, I think I said it wrong. That was my bad.
How does skilled at work?
How does skilled at work? Read skilled at. So you would pick a skill, and you get to add, it looks like up to a +3 at that, assuming that you are like better at it than other things. So you would pick like skilled at brains, and then anytime you're making a brains check, you would add a +3 to your roll.
I'm torn between because I've got protective down for 1,
Mhm.
and I'm thinking about quick healing or heroic or intuitive.
Mhm.
Actually, no, I think loyal's definitely one of them, given I think the friends she's made in this group, they've made enough of an impression on her that she's loyal, even though they still don't entirely know what her deal is.
Mhm.
But now I'm torn between intuitive, quick healing. What do you guys think? Is anyone else leading towards any in particular?
I was leaning towards intuitive.
Mhm.
So if you wanted to take something else, or take whatever you want. But
I was
that one interests me.
Mhm.
I was definitely considering loyal,
Mhm.
That
but I mean
tracks.
we can have the same ones, I presume.
I was
So
gonna say you guys can both be loyal. I mean, everyone had Casa House or whatever it was.
That's
that
true.
they
That is
had
true.
with Secret Agent Barbie.
I think Liv is cool under pressure and tough and rebellious naturally and skilled at brains. It's not her highest die, but that's because
Mhm.
she doesn't want everybody to know how smart she is.
I like that. It's giving like wise versus book smart type situation. Like she's got the street smarts.
Well, she
brain.
could be. It's more like she has the skills to be book smart. She just doesn't care enough.
Yeah, that's super valid.
You said we're picking 3.
Yes.
I'm gonna take easygoing, intuitive, and lucky.
Cool.
Ooh, lucky. I was hoping one of us would be lucky.
Mhm.
No, yes. You know what? Take the pun. Take the pun.
Mhm.
I am taking loyal, treasure hunter, and prepared.
Ooh,
That
that's
sounds
good.
right, Boy Scout.
Yeah. Yeah. Sweet.
I think I might do heroic then.
Okay.
That
Ignore your
pairs,
fears.
that pairs well with protective. Is
Yeah.
that one you
Yeah.
had said? Yeah.
Mhm.
Yes.
Yeah, that does feel like it pairs with protective really well.
Because I was torn between this and young provider, so I was thinking that maybe
Mhm.
Dexy's not even skateboarding as much as she wants to, because she's kind of helping everybody with her family with settling into the new place, trying to
Mhm.
get a job to help pay bills. But I think mysterious transfer is more fun.
Yeah. I like mysterious transfer. That's a fun one.
I'm making Liv's fear landing on the honor roll.
I'm gonna make Dicey a little bit. Dicey fears not being able to skate because it's quite literally the thing that's kind of helping her keep her sanity while she figures out her new environment.
Cool. And James, you're afraid of skating?
Yeah.
Oh, buddy.
Wow.
That's why he carries his skateboard everywhere. He just
Yeah.
carries it. He doesn't ride it.
Nice. Sweet. And getting locked up. Okay, cool. All right, what else we got? So we got fears, and then does everyone have a flaw? At least one flaw?
Dicey's reckless.
I have 2.
You have 2 flaws.
Liv is abrasive and sometimes aloof.
Okay.
Hot-tempered and flip it.
I gotta find the list of flaws so I remember what else to include. I don't remember them.
I was gonna say flaws are pretty standard human flaws.
It may not be on the actual list of flaws, but could I put like too eager to please?
Yes. Yeah, that can absolutely be a flaw.
People pleaser.
Yeah.
Overzealous.
Mhm. Perfect.
I think Dicey's probably blunt. I'll add blunt to the list.
Mhm.
That's technically the word that I wrote down from the list I was looking at, but I think abrasive is a better word. Plus, it also has assonance with aloof. So,
Oh, yeah, nice. Aloof.
Yeah.
I have too eager to please, and you know what? No, I don't want that one.
okay.
No, that's fine. I had written a second. I'd written a second one down, and I didn't want to do it.
Okay.
I want to do something different.
Do something else.
I'm thinking. I don't have a list of flaws to look at, so I'm thinking.
I can start listing flaws for you.
If you want, that's fine.
I could probably find a list too.
It's like absent-minded, blunt, messy, boastful,
abrasive,
callous,
hot-tempered, flippant,
deceitful, demanding, envious,
superstitious,
lazy, insecure.
Oh, you know what?
paranoid.
Patronizing.
That is on the. I was just searching for the list of flaws recommended for the brilliant mathlete trope, and that is one of them. So good job.
Oh, you know. I want everyone to like me, but I just can't help pointing out how smarter I am than them.
Clumsy, conceited, cowardly, insecure, neurotic, obnoxious.
Yeah, I'd written down insecure, and I decided I don't want to be insecure. That's not fun.
Yeah,
you're right.
I don't want to be the real James.
This is skateboarding Sona. Okay, cool.
Skate Sona.
Escape. Skateboarding.
No,
yes,
it's not.
This is skateboarding.
Reality. Skateboarding reality.
It's skateboarding.
We can skate together forever.
Infinitely.
So yeah, for those who don't know, this might or might not have been heavily inspired by the anime Skate the Infinity.
Yeah, I was gonna say this may or may not been me and Sarah watching Skate the Infinity again together over the winter and being like, we have to play this as a TTRPG.
Wow.
Hey, so Erika, if I didn't choose a trope, can I still get strengths?
Yeah, you can still get strengths, yes.
The trope just gives you suggestions of which ones fit into that trope.
Yes.
Is all.
No, you cannot be strong in anything. I sent a list of strengths a little bit farther up in our
I thought you already picked loyal and prepared.
No. So strengths are things you're good at. Oh, never mind. Excuse me. I'm looking at the wrong thing.
Yeah. Are you thinking of knacks?
No, never mind. Forget it.
We will. What?
Okay. Huh? I don't.
Okay. Hi there. The other thing is I sent a list of bonded actions, and so those kind of function like the group suites in Barbie or Never Stop Blowing Up, where those are things you can take between you and another character. I think everyone can only have one, and you have to use it in combo with the other named character that you have your bonded action with. And we can add them as like but starting out, I think everyone just has one.
Best frenemies right off the top sounds like Willie.
You and Willie want to be best frenemies.
I was gonna say deep thinkers, but you know.
No, that makes a lot of sense for you towards someone else. I was just looking at the bragging about their success part.
I'm really bad at brains. I'm bad at brains.
Okay, but
I'm really good at fighting, and I'm really good at grit.
I took skilled at brains. So does that mean I add a +3 to all of my brain rolls?
It does, yeah.
+3. Should I keep on the theme and do Sworn Protector, or should I do a different one?
Ooh.
So,
interesting.
Deep thinkers, Michael, would then help you out because you're bad at brains. To get if you paired with Wipeout Willie.
Oh, cool! Yeah, me and Willie, you can be my tutor, my math tutor, and I'm your skateboard tutor.
I was thinking about that maybe.
That's so cute.
with With Dicey having to have like some remedial type classes, I was wondering if I'm her algebra tutor, and that's how we know each other. I was looking at helpful mentorship.
That would be really
also
cute.
Sweet Talkers also kind of looked fun because my charm is my lowest stat, but it'd be fun if we just have this southern lady and someone else like do sweet talking for charm checks.
Mm-hmm.
I'm just throwing that out. Stand-up comedians also just looks fun. But
yeah,
I think No Look Pass also looks pretty sick.
Charm is my lowest, so if you want to talk, okay, this is how it goes. If you and I do the bonded action of Sweet Talkers, what happens is I say something rude, and you step in and say, what she means is.
Yeah, exactly.
A little good cop, bad cop for Sweet Talkers down
Wait,
there.
so explain a little more about how the bonded actions work. So do we each have one to each of the other characters?
That is what I was like less clear about, but hold on, we'll go reread this section of the rules out to you guys so that we can determine how we want to rule them together. Okay. Okay, bonded actions. These are a way to focus on what a pair does. Okay, you and another character who know each other may agree to have your characters have a bonded action. The benefit enables the two of you once per session to do something together that you've practiced intentionally or unintentionally. Okay, so I'm interpreting it as you can have any amount of bonded actions, but only 2 players can use them at a time. So like you and Sarah would have to use your Sweet Talkers together. But as long as everyone has like a relationship that informs their bonded action, then you can take another one. So like Sarah and Meg, you guys are going to be like tutors or in the same class and have gotten to know each other that way. And same for James and Michael's characters. But like if Michael and Sarah, if you can figure out a way that your characters know each other and want to take another bonded action that the two of you have, you can.
I have a thought. Okay. If we decide we're not super close right out the gate, could we get a bonded action as the game progresses?
Yes, yeah. I think that we can add bonded actions as the game progresses. And there's also stuff about like upgrading your bike that gets you increased stats as the game progresses. And so we'll do that as well. We'll like tweak our skateboards.
Do we want to get our feet wet for tonight and see how we're all jamming and then maybe add some bonded actions next session?
That works.
That works for me.
That could work.
Guys. Yeah.
Let's get the basics off the ground.
Basics off the ground. I feel like that covers most of the basics. Otherwise, if you fail a roll, you can take an adversity token, and then those adversity tokens can be spent to either use a strength. Some of the strengths have adversity tokens that you have to turn in for them, or to increase the value of a die roll to make what could have been a failed roll a successful roll. So you can spend those adversity tokens that way.
Do we get +1 to 2 of the stats based on our... Okay.
Yes, based on rebellion.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
Okay. So, because on my sheet it has flight and brawn as
Correct.
a +1.
Yeah.
Yes.
Those are the 2 that rebellious bumps up.
Got it. Cool.
How many adversity tokens do we start with? Do we start with any?
I don't think you start with any. Yeah.
You have to earn them through failure.
Gotta earn them through failure.
Looking back on my teen years, I now know there should be no adversity tokens. When I was a teen,
they felt real big. They felt enormous and heavy.
Cool deal. I think that's enough of character creation to get us rolling dice. Does everyone feel like their character is in a good spot?
I think so. Wait,
my last question is, how does the group of you guys know each other?
We all go to school together.
Just all go to school together.
Okay, probably see each other at the skate park.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think the skate park.
Yeah. Cool. I don't know that we're necessarily all friends or anything, but we see each other at the skate park and we're not douchebags. So.
Cool.
So we kind of tend to gather together just to avoid anyone who's more on the douchey side.
Cool.
Also, do
Hey,
we
Erika.
compete? Are there competitions at our skate park?
Yes. There are competitions at the skate park. James, do you have a question? And then I'll go into what the competitions are.
It wasn't a question. I was going to let you know I'm adding one more flaw.
Okay.
And it's the only kid that's into ska music.
Oh no.
Oh no.
I thought you didn't want to play the real James.
Well, on that note, I'm gonna combat it with Dicey listens to Screamo.
Oh no.
Okay,
Oh,
wait.
no.
I have two questions before we get to the competition. One, how do flaws just inform our characters, or are they mechanically?
They are not mechanically viable. They just inform your role-playing decisions.
Cool. And the reverse of that, what do the strengths do mechanically?
The strengths I sent a list of in our chat, and the strengths are like the skills that we had in Barbie, where you can use a strength to have a bonus to rolls and that type of stuff.
Cool. Okay.
Yes.
Cool. I should maybe write down what they do, so I don't have to keep looking at this list.
So there is a like regular skate park in town where people kind of hang out during the day. That is like normal, like above board situations. And then there is a nighttime, invite only kind of underground skate racing situation, that takes place at the abandoned factory on Derelict Island. And the biggest thing that happens there is racers challenge each other to what are called beefs, which are just you basically race fighting another person. And so you are like, well, I have tried to figure out, we can decide if we like this format for how like race beefs take place, or if we should abridge it or like make any changes to it. But I have a system for how races, like skateboarding races, will happen, how we can respond to other people trying to like knock us off our boards, and how we can try to like impact their race as well, so that eventually everyone you can, find success or not. But basically, a beef settles what no argument in real life could, and is kind of like a fist fight on wheels.
Sounds safe. I love it.
Sounds really safe. And so people get in arguments in real life and then challenge each other's skate sonas to beefs after hours at the factory course.
It's a humiliation kink.
Yeah, kind of.
I guess that's taking it a little far, but I mean, let's like, that is part of the point.
There we go.
I guess not a kink, it's just humiliation, but it's
The
still
humiliation ritual in town.
I mean, if there's that one guy that's just constantly challenging people to beefs and then losing on purpose, then
and everyone's just like, okay, do not challenge him to a beef, please, for the
getting,
rest of our sakes. Just
getting
don't do it.
gratification from that,
Yeah.
He's the guy that's been warned away from the skate park.
Yeah. Sweet. And so NPCs that you may meet in town might have skate sonas, and you like sometimes you can figure out who somebody is. It's pretty obvious, and other times you might not know who your like local florist skate sona is, or if you've ever raced a beef against them. But like
wait, so do people like show up to the skating rink in like masks and whatnot?
Yeah. So some people come as like themselves and they just have like a different name, but some people come in like full costume.
Like there's one dude that's just got a luchador mask on. And
Actually, yes, exactly. Like, because the point, if our source material Skate the Infinity, in Japan, skateboarding is considered a delinquent activity. So like cops go after kids if they see them skateboarding. So it is very much more of an underground thing. So yeah, folks come in disguise so that they don't get in trouble later.
Got it.
Yeah.
My dino hood.
Yeah, your dino hood, or maybe it zips up in the front and you just have your eyes.
And the fact that you said luchador is so funny, because there's literally a guy in the show who wears a matador costume.
Yeah, we'll have a Grimstone Skate the Infinity movie night.
It is cool. It's perfection.
Yeah. That is all I have to run through with you guys. If we feel like this is a good time for like a quick break, and then we'll do a little session 0 or session 1.
Yeah, let's do it.
Hell yeah.
10 minutes.
Cool.
10 minutes.
Be right back.
Be right back.
BRB.
BRB.
Yeah.
Watermelon, but
Yeah.
minus the watermelon because we're actually saying words.
Walla walla, walla 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 walla.
Hi, everybody. I think we have returned. If you want to talk about CGI in films that has held up in the year of our Lord 2026, join the Grimstone Discord server. I think the link is in our bio. And you can enjoy speaking to Sarah and Michael and James about that. And the merits of real definition TVs.
It's relevant.
Riveting.
It's relevant for
Riveting.
moviegoers.
Riveting stuff.
But the real reason that we're here is to play part 2 of our first session today, which is our actual session 1 of Kids on Bikes on Skateboards. Kids on Skateboards. And I'm going to drop everyone in kind of like in, I guess like in media res, like we're going to be at the beginning of a skateboard beef. So you might have questions about the lore, but just roll with it. And I promise the lore will explain itself as things go on. Maybe not.
Roll with it, pun intended.
Roll with it, pun intended. Maybe not this session, but probably next session. The lore will resolve itself.
Very briefly, before we get into that, I just want to note that we did not do any kind of lines and veils sort of situation or talk very much about safety.
Yes.
In our particular case, the 5 of us have played together before, but do we want to really quick just do, since that is part of a session 0, you should always talk about safety tools at your session 0.
Yes, that is. I felt pretty confident because I've gamed with everyone before, but I think that is always good to run through again. If anyone has any hard lines, aside from our like normal hard lines, which is like violence to children, violence to
animal cruelty, animal cruelty,
gratuitous violence.
The only time I can be okay with animal cruelty if it involves us immediately beating the perpetrator.
Yes.
Like if
That's what I meant by it's not gratuitous violence is great. We're here for violence all day long, as long as it's against the right people. And the only time that violence is okay against children or animals is if we get to go beat them up after.
Hard line for me, scenes involving skateboarding. I hope that's not going to be a problem.
James, you motherfucker.
I probably should have clarified this before we started, but I just...
See, that's weird for me because I was going to say that I was relieved that we were doing Kids on Skateboards because I can't do bikes anymore.
You're the kind of person that goes to a restaurant and asks for milkshakes, but without milk.
Yeah, just give me the ice cream. It's great.
I just want a 20-ounce glass of ice cream. What's the big deal?
Yeah, I went to Cookout.
I guess that was a bad example, but you know what I was trying to get at there.
Any legitimate lines and veils from the squad before we get started?
No, I'm unfortunately the kind of person who doesn't realize I have hard lines that they happen, so I'm good with like.
Yeah, we're all pretty simpatico here.
Yeah, another general rule of thumb for Grimstone we have found just that most of the community agrees on is that we're fine having veils over anything to do with sexual activities. I don't think these teens need to be sexually active.
No.
So, but just those are the kinds of things you want to touch base with your table whenever you're starting a game. Veil is something that like maybe can happen off screen or it's mentioned, but we don't want to see it in front of our face. So like the violence against children and animals things, we could maybe hear about it as long as we get to go beat them up, but we don't want to see it kind of thing. And then a hard line is absolutely not at all.
Yeah.
Now all I can think about is teen sects.
Yeah.
Go watch Stranger Things then.
Maybe they're having 16 and pregnant at our school.
I'm making a joking reference to the current season of Dungeons and Daddies.
I haven't caught up yet.
I've fallen behind on that podcast.
There's also Gillian Anderson as a new movie coming out, Teenage Sex and Violence at Camp Miasma, and it has brought up all kinds of conversations in pop culture about that topic. So
in the Dungeons and Daddies context, it's a series of Animorphs style books about teens that turn into bugs, teen sects, and it constantly gets misinterpreted as
It's
yeah,
great.
that sounds
It's great.
Oh my
It's so
God.
good. I guess the best kind of joke, really.
Good.
Anyway,
That
to
is.
wrap this up, if anything comes up, like Sarah mentioned, that you don't necessarily think of, but you're finding yourself feeling some kind of way about it, there's a tool card, the X card. If you're playing in person, that's great because you can just touch it or put it forward or whatever. Here, we either just speak up and say something, or we're all in chat behind the scenes as well. So if it's not comfortable to say out loud or on the stream, we can type it to each other, or you can physically hold up an X of some kind if you want. Sign language X.
Yeah.
Take it away, Erika.
All right, great. So we find all of our characters at the starting line of our skateboard racing, hosted on the derelict island, the home of the abandoned factory that has become an unofficial local skate racing circuit. It's reserved for more like special events in the skating community that everyone calls beefs, which again is like a fist fight on wheels between yourself and someone that challenges you to a beef, where the skaters push themselves to the limit around a number of tracks that take place on this, like in and out of the abandoned factory and on the surrounding like rocky coastal paths. Today, Dicey from our crew has been challenged to a beef by a local group of popular girls who go by Diamond and the Jewels. They have challenged Dicey to a beef. Dicey, do you want to tell us what this beef is about?
So I've got a younger brother. His name's Satchel. And at least one of their siblings, the Jewel siblings, have been bothering him. And I've asked them very kindly multiple times not to do that. But unfortunately, they persisted. And it's hard enough seeing them on the skating rinks in their perfect little pristine outfits and their fancy nails that conveniently never break. No scraped knees, nothing. So they're sellouts. And I called them sellouts, and they didn't take too kindly to that. Sellouts and posers.
So Diamond has challenged Dicey and her friends to a group beef. And so you guys roll up to the starting line next to Diamond, Emerald, Amber, and Topaz, all of which have bejeweled the decks of their skateboards to match the like gemstone that they represent, and their outfits are bedazzled in a similar way, and they have like perfectly blown out hair. As you like look off to the side, you see the crew team from the rival super posh high school blowing them kisses and like waving to them. Clearly they like must date those like guys.
Keep it in your pants.
It is
I don't think I ever said, but Dicey's skateboarding name is Monarch.
That
like
is
the monarch
exactly
butterfly.
So as all of you guys pull up to the starting line, will you describe your skate sona for us?
I'm so sorry. I just realized we didn't talk about it in the first half of the session, so I got ahead of things. But yeah, Dicey's skate sona is Monarch. She mostly has a lot of orange and black themes on her outfit, namely a signature orange hoodie with some painted on like monarch stripe patterns, and she's got her hat she's got a nice little beanie hat, and her hair's all feathery and dyed black, and she keeps it up in a ponytail. And she is mostly known for doing really amazing jumps. She can get super high air, so she kind of picked her name based on the fact that she literally floats like a butterfly. And she's new to the scene because she only moved here recently, but she's already like kind of gotten a lot of respect because she's a pretty solid skateboarder.
Sweet. Who wants to line up next to Dicey?
Olivia is on her tail. Olivia is always in her persona, which is live or die.
I love it.
Doesn't really care what you do. So she's cute. She's got little buns like you see in my little cartoon there that Erika drew. And she's got these little glasses that she looks over the top at people. No one knows if they're real or not, if they're prescription or if they're just decorative. But you know, she wears like purple plaid, big chunky combat boots, And cubic zirconium and the glass beads over there don't stand a chance.
Yeah.
Hell yeah.
It's a great name for them.
Thank you.
Standing next to her is Zeke Z-Rex Wilder. He is probably about 5'7", 5'8". Not super tall, but not super short either. He is your pretty standard punk persona aesthetic. He wears some cut off jeans that are like skate height, so they're like just below the knee, and some tall lace up chucks. He's got the fingerless gloves, the cut off vest, and he has a hood that has like these spikes that go down the back. He would describe his aesthetic as sort of paleo punk.
I love it.
Uh,
Sorry, I got abnormally excited about that.
no, it's all good, love. It's all good. He is a exchange student, right, or something like that. He's from overseas, from the UK, and yeah, he the Rex it's kind of a double entendre, you know, because when I start out, I used to wreck a lot, you know. Everybody just called me Z, and Z Rex, and I just got mad about it. So as I got better, I just learned to, wreck on purpose, right? So yeah, Z
Hell
Rex.
yeah.
Z-Rex. Cool.
Get
And
wrecked.
last but not least, walking up to the starting line.
Yeah, walking up cautiously, desperately examining his skateboard for some sort of fault that would keep him from moving forward, is Will Wipeout Whipple. Will is wearing not so much elbow and knee pads, but arm and leg pads. He's got a full-on like catcher's chest protector, like from baseball.
Or like bike bugs.
Yeah. He's got on a helmet that's less of like a skateboarding helmet and more of like a full head encompassing like F1 style helmet. But instead of like the visor, he's got a pair of rec specs. Which if you're not familiar with rec specs, they're glasses that you wear while playing sports. And he just like he walks up. Yeah, I don't know, guys. I don't know that my skateboard's gonna. I don't think I can do this one today.
Listen,
it's not
darling.
been oiled, and yeah.
Willie, I'm gonna make this very clear. I already
Okay.
tried to get someone else in your place, and it didn't work out.
Oh,
So you don't have a choice in the matter. You're stuck here. All right. I don't care if you wreck. If you wreck, make sure you do it in front of one of those jewel bitches. All right.
Nah, don't worry, bruv. You've got it. You know, if things get dodgy, just bail. You'll be fine. Look at you. You're wrapped up like a bloody Nerf ball.
so to be clear, you want me to actually be on the skateboard?
Yes, that is the point.
Just
Okay.
like we practiced.
Don't worry, Willie. I've got band-aids in my bag.
Okay, but that doesn't fix broken bones. But okay, all right. Well, we'll give it a shot.
The crowd is super rowdy tonight. The Jewels are known enemies in the kind of skate world. They challenge people frequently, and have what I've been calling well done beef with a lot of people here. So they are well known on the circuit. As you kind of scan the crowd and look around, a girl in like a dark hoodie is standing off to the side with some of your friends from school. Notably, you see a girl named Rory, who you recognize from one of your classes. And then the two ghost twins, Poulter and Geist, are there skate sonas, and they run the Paranormal Activity Club at school. And they are
That sounds sick.
well known around the skate circuit as well. Diamond and her jewels kind of give you guys I don't know, 1,000-watt, like perfectly white and straight smiles as they look on, and you see someone come over a loudspeaker system that says, "Skaters, take your marks. Everyone get set."
Oh, hold on. Can I just slip in one dig?
Yeah.
Careful you don't chip a tooth there, Diamond.
She like hears you but fully ignores you on purpose as they say, "Ready, get set, skate." And so our skating will take place in 3 rounds. We'll have the cliffside part of the track, a bridge, which is like 80 feet tall and crosses over a section of the island there's like it connects 2 cliff points. So it crosses over like a section of the ocean. So if you fell, you'd fall down into the craggly rocks and the sea below. And then the factory section where you'll traverse some conveyor belts to get from the top of the factory down to the bottom floor. And everyone will get to roll. Everyone will describe how they want to traverse that section, and then we'll make a skill check based on that, depending on how your roll does, depending on how well you do. You can also decide that instead of skating fast, you want to mess up the other team. And so you can describe how you do that as well, and you might not get as far with your roll, but you will hinder their movement, or they might have to make their check with disadvantage. Feel cool? Sweet. There is not like a traditional initiative rolling system in this game, but there's so few of you guys, I think that it'll be fine if everyone just makes sure they go at least once. And then I will explain what our NPCs do as well. They may also try to impact your race, in which case everyone will get a reaction to see how that to either, you might take the attack or see if you can dodge it. Cool. All right. So on ready, get set, skate, a buzzer blasts, and everyone skates off towards down the hill towards the cliffside. And you see the first cliffside bend approaching, and everyone is still like 8 across this old roadway. So we're all still like really neck and neck. The pack has not broken up yet. Who would like to go first?
I'll go. I want to drop low and angle in front of Diamond, and then pop up really fast, elbow her in the teeth.
Amazing.
Oh yeah.
I need you to make a fight check. We'll say that the DC for this is a 6.
I got a 12.
12. Perfect. So you pop up in front of Diamond, and you absolutely bloody her, like give her a fat lip, and it starts to bleed a little bit. She yells out like, "Oh!" As you skate off. Make a flight check to see how far you get away.
Okay. That's a 6.
6. Okay, cool. Sweet. So you guys all see Liv elbow Diamond in the face and then skate away, and Liv has rounded the corner, and she is in first currently. Nice.
I can go next unless someone else has an idea.
Go for it.
Go for it.
So I think Dicey is more focused on actually getting to the end of the track. So instead what she does is she kind of does a little twirl and lay on her skateboard and crouches low, and she has like these gloves on, and she kind of digs her fingers into the dirt to help her do a very tight turn to like get in very close on the turn and get ahead to where Liv is.
Sweet. Make a flight check. See where you end up with next to Liv.
That's a 5.
5. Okay, cool. You and Liv are pretty close to each other as you both round the corner. Perfect. All right.
Nice hit there, Liv.
I do what I can.
She's so nonchalant. I love her. That's perfect. Xerex and Wipeout, what are you guys up to?
All right. So Wipeout is going to take a quick look at the track in front of him and apply some real fast trigonometry to try and determine the right the best angles for which to steer through the course and do that. So
we'll make a brains check.
Okay. What's my DC?
It's just ranking people in order of which they are rolling for how fast they're going, because you're not tracking.
That's only a 10.
Okay, a 10 is good. You actually see Willie Wipeout come around the corner incredibly fast. It must be all the added weight from like the pitcher's or the catcher's vest and the helmet and the gloves, all of the extra like leather on him has made
he's just out of control.
Yeah. So
is Willie screaming while this happens?
No, he's too terrified to make a noise. It's one of those things where like if
he's making such a high pitched noise that you can just barely hear it.
Like trying to scream, but it like isn't coming out.
Yeah.
What you guys do here is some dogs start barking like a couple miles away.
Exactly.
You're doing great. You're doing great, Willie. I think I slipped into British there. Whoopsie.
That's okay. All right, cool. Zeke, what are you up to?
How many other skaters are there? Is it the same number as our team?
It's the same number as your team, so it's Diamond and her posse of 3. Jules.
Can I try to like zip between 2 of them and hook and take their legs out and just completely knock them off their boards?
Yeah, absolutely. Make a fight check. We'll say that's a DC 8.
That was a 17.
17. Let's see. They only have a D4 in grit to try to resist that. And so who do you want to take down? Emerald, Topaz, or Amber? Or which 2 do you want to take down?
Amber and Topaz.
And Topaz.
Do they have a big fan on the side named Steven? I just out of curiosity.
Yes.
One of the crew guys, yeah. He's wearing a shirt with Steven embroidered, so you know it's him. Yes, so you are able to, you just absolutely wipe out Amber and Topaz, and they go careening into the wall on this part of the course as everyone heads out of the cliffside and starts approaching the bridge. Willie, you are, or I guess make a flight check, Michael, to see where Zeke ends up in the order after he takes out Topaz and Amber.
4.
4. Okay. So you are in last place, which makes sense.
Yeah.
You had the biggest there.
I'm not trying to win. I'm trying to wreck stuff.
Yeah.
Hell yeah.
Diamond is going to make her flight check with disadvantage because she has the bloodied face to see where she ends up. 3 gets her behind Z-Rex. And then we have Emerald, who is going to try to throw a stone. She picks up a rock and tries to hurl it to the front and hit Willie. I'm gonna make a fight check for Emerald. Willie, I need you to make a grit check to resist it.
Does he get any kind of advantage because of all the catcher's gear he has on?
Oh, that's a great question. Yeah, make your grit check with advantage because you have so many extra layers on.
It's like, did something hit me? Oh.
Yeah.
Okay. My grit was a 7.
7. Emerald rolls an 8 to hit you. So you'll take an adversity token.
I would like to enact Sworn Protector right now.
Yeah, you can.
I know we said we weren't gonna do that till next time,
How
but
does that
Liv sees her trying to chuck a rock at the tiniest, most terrified little skater, and she gets real mad, and she, I guess, I don't know, I don't know what she could do to protect him.
Kick some dirt up, maybe.
Do you have like a bag or a backpack or anything?
Oh, sure. Yeah, absolutely. I have a hoodie tied around my waist because I'm grunge like that.
And like catch the rock in like the hood of the hoodie.
Yes!
Yeah, that's an anime shit. I remember it.
We're really
Okay.
channeling the anime for this.
Can that segue into my next round of action? And can I toss that back toward Emerald, like toward her wheels? Like slingshot this rock around with my hoodie?
Towards Emerald. Yeah, because
was
Emerald
gonna-
tries to throw the stone, and then she skates up almost next to you, Liv. And so you catch the stone, and as you guys head towards the bridge, if you want to roll this into your next action, go for it.
Cool.
What's the mortality rate of Mirror Bay? Because like,
High. It's known for murders and
skateboarding accidents.
Skateboard accidents.
what's the
Is that
highest mortality
another-
rate at anywhere?
Angela Lansbury is actually living here.
Oh.
Too soon.
Too soon.
Is that another fight check to throw the
That would
rock
be
back at
another
her?
fight check,
Okay.
Yeah. We'll say that it's another DC6 fight check.
That's a D20, not a D12. That's a 12. Plus 1 is 13.
Hell
Perfect.
yeah.
That is successful. And you take that rock and hurl it in the hood of your sweatshirt right back into her wheels. And you see Emerald take a spill as well before you guys reach the bridge.
Oh.
Yeah, it's devastating. Liv, make another flight check as you skate out in front of everybody.
That is a 3. Yeah, 3.
3. Okay.
But also, so for Sworn Protector, it says either character can suffer the effects of the other character's failed check. So do I need to take like some kind of damage?
Yes, you will take some like superficial damage as the rock careens back into you a little bit and you get some bruises. I think that is I might be mixing that up with Never Stop Blowing Up.
How
but
does damage work in this game?
I believe there's
a good question.
There is like superficial, like some medium level, I forget what the name of it is, and then unconscious, and then fatal. And so it is a series of failed checks that way. And so we will be in the superficial area.
Minor damage and major damage.
Yeah,
Are there
minor
3
damage.
or just the 2?
Might just be the 2, so you will be minor damage.
Okay, and what happened?
Let me see if I can find it.
Gonna sip to my stew.
I'm inventing video game mechanics
Mm-hmm.
for a skateboard fighting game. Skateboard racing fighting game.
Have you ever played the game Skitchin?
Mm-hmm. I don't think I did.
Skitchin is it's a race fighting game. The act of skitching is you're hitching a ride on the back of a car while you're on a skateboard. They made a whole video game around this.
Wow, no, I never even heard of that. I know you could do that in some of the latter Tony Hawk games and like to do certain stunts and things on some of the levels, but that was the only skating game. Other than that, and Skate was pretty fun.
1994 for the Sega Genesis. Skitchin.
Right. It seems like minor damage, like basis scrapes and scratches, and bruising, just makes tasks harder, but is not immediately life-threatening. And so you will just have like a higher DC on stuff. It'll be a little bit tougher to like be successful on some checks.
Can you remind us how healing works in this game?
Yes. Healing, I think, is like a rest thing, or as you guys come out of an activity, you can basically like take time to heal each other. And some people might have like the quickened healing skill, where you recover from injuries more easily. Otherwise, it's just like the next day you recover from your minor injury.
So it's just like basically doing like a recovery rest.
Yes, like a recovery rest. Yeah.
That's fine. I wanted more holes in these fishnets anyway.
Exactly. Perfect. It adds to the aesthetic to have extra
ventilation.
Cool. All right. If we go in that same order, Monarch, what are you up to?
All right. Can you give me a little bit more about what is this bridge like?
Yes, this bridge is about 80 feet above a like rocky ocean. So you are on an island that's like a little bit offshore from the mainland here, and it is full of like really rocky, tall cliffs. And this bridge connects two of those like cliff sides. And so if you were to fall, or if there were to be like a loose piece of wood on the bridge, then you might take a tumble.
Are there like iron sides that I could use for grinding?
Ooh, yes.
Yeah,
I
I was
love
gonna
that.
ask. That's a good question. That's what I was gonna ask too. And I'm also, if anybody, I don't know if this pictures anybody else. I'm picturing some mad Looney Tunes looking shit right
Yes.
now
Yeah,
on my
just
head.
like the
Like a
sketchiest
fucking
bridge.
coyote has definitely eaten near here at some point.
Yes,
So
absolutely. And as you like look down, there's not usually shark infested waters, but you swear you saw like at least 3 fins.
You're just like, oh god, I have nightmares about this bridge. So,
Usually shark infested water. But it
So
happens
I
to
think
be
what-
the shark moon.
so I think what Monarch does is she's gonna get a good bit of speed going so that there's no risk of slowing down partway through, and then she's gonna get on one of the iron sides and like start grinding to the on the side of her board until to the end of the bridge.
Awesome. Give us a light check.
Light.
And we'll say that is a DC 6 for grinding, and then we'll see what your thing is to put you
I
in
gotta
the...
roll a different D12. This is my second 5.
Oh yeah.
You
So you'll take an
borrow
adversity
mine.
token.
It's doing good.
Yeah. You will take an adversity token for this failed roll, and while it's not like a perfect rail grind, it's not like a devastating fail.
Yeah.
And so you're able to kind of like hop off and recover and get across the bridge.
All right,
Question.
cool. That's a 10.
Does somebody get an adversity token for Willie's failure earlier?
Yes, Willie should have still taken the adversity token, even though you used protector.
I did.
Cool. Sweet.
Just making sure.
Willie, now that you've been protected from the impending rock that was going to come crashing towards you, you see the bridge ahead of you. What are you going to do?
Are there any of Diamond and her jewels in front of me?
So Emerald was just taken out, but the Diamond is not in front of you because you were first headed out of this because you were so fast around that bend, but she is right on your heels.
Okay. Willie's gonna look back behind him and try and throw Diamond off and say, I've been meaning to ask, did you go to homecoming with me?
Oh no.
Yeah.
Amazing. Make a charm check, and she will make a grit check to withstand that.
Nice. That's a 2.
She gets a 4, and so she looks at you and just scoffs. She's like, ugh, as if. Make a flight check to skate away from her.
Sure.
Do you take minor damage to your ego?
Yeah.
Will did not think that she was going to say yes.
But it did not throw her off, so he's probably a little pissed.
My flight check is a 9.
A 9. Okay, so you skate out again. Once again, you're still faster for some reason than Liv and Monarch as you zoom across the bridge, kind of like splitting the gap between them.
He's a little guy.
You're just a little guy.
Just a little guy.
Just a small bean.
He's just a wee lad.
Just a wee lad. Xerex, what are you doing? It's just you and Diamond left back here.
I want to. So, how is the bridge like on a slope, or is it?
It's like on a downward slope situation.
So I want to like drop real low on my board and see if I can like grab the sides to like boost myself along.
Ooh, yeah.
So yeah,
cool.
flex
Let's-
my brawn a little bit, maybe.
Yeah, let's say that's a brawn check. We'll say the DC is a 6. That's about right.
Sweet. Cool. That is an 8.
8. Perfect. You zoom across, and you got enough speed that you haven't all the way caught up to Willie, but you do zip past Liv and Monarch on the way across the bridge. It is Diamond's turn, and she sees what you do to get a lot more speed, and she kind of mimics your strategy and drops real low on her board as well, and tries to use it to speed up.
Yo, that's plagiarism.
And she gets a 7 on her brawn check, so she is right in behind. We have Willie, and then Xerex, Diamond, Monarch, and then Liv taking up the rear. And you guys see the second floor window of the factory where you usually enter in to go down some conveyor belts and across some, I guess, like catwalks through the factory floor to make it down to the finish line. What's up? What's the plan?
Okay, so I swear I was gonna say this last time before Protector came up and before I took damage, and feel free to say no, but the beefs are well publicized, right? Like, we know about these ahead of time.
There are crowds of people here, like other skaters in the community. Yeah.
There's drones like filming us.
I would like to have earlier in the school day broken into Diamond's locker and taken a heat gun to her rhinestones so that they loosen up, so that they start to fall off by this time, and throws her off her balance.
That's fucking mental.
What's your brain dice at? That's my question.
That's crazy.
My brain dice is shh.
I mean,
we don't talk about it.
I'm skilled at brains.
For having serial killers, so it does make sense that there would be some neurotic behavior in the citizenry.
What? Yeah, I can't help it that I like arts and crafts.
Hey, if you can't America, get out, man. These colors don't run.
Is it your mom in prison?
What do you know about my mom?
No, never mind.
So you can take this as a premeditated brains check if you want, which means that you would take half of the die value that you have for brains and then add any stat modifiers that you have for that. Or you can decide that this is, you want to roll this as a snap decision that you made earlier in the day, and you would roll that die and then add any of your modifiers.
Right. No, I'm gonna take the 4 because I have a +3, which makes that a 7.
Yeah.
And that feels pretty good. Although, what is the DC for this? Because I didn't think about the fact that there are higher dice than 8.
True. There are higher dice than 8. I think if this is a premeditated act, I would say that the DC for this is a 4, which feels pretty average for like your D8 die roll that you would have had the time to take a heat gun to her skateboard and like really get it right.
Then that's what I did.
Cool. So you see in front of you as Diamond picks up speed across this bridge, copying Xerex's methodology, that bedazzled diamond jewels start falling off the bottom of her board. Because you are behind her, though, you need to make your flight check with disadvantage as you have to navigate past the falling diamond debris.
Totally fine. I'm also going to videotape.
Okay.
So is disadvantage the same as Dungeons and Dragons? You roll it twice and take the lower?
Yeah.
Okay.
I just rolled a 10 on this dice when it didn't matter. And then a 1, so.
You can't use your luck on joke rolls.
Oh.
Rolls for fun.
That's a 4.
4. Okay. So it's a bumpy ride and you're definitely slowing down, but you still are able to navigate past it and in towards the factory. Cool deal. Liv, what are you up to? Or sorry, Monarch, what are you up to?
trying to think. I think that Monarch is probably going to take advantage of her height here. So her ability to jump. Okay. So I think this would be a good time for her to do that, to just start like getting good air and jumping from platform to platform however she can.
Cool. Make a feels like a flight check, like legitimately flight. We'll say that this is going to be tough as you kind of navigate from like conveyor belt to like platform. We'll say that the DC on this is what's your flight die again?
My flight is a D12.
D12. Okay, we'll say this is a DC 10 flight check.
Yeah. It's a 9.
Okay, so you guys see Dicey fly into the factory, and as everyone else is pulling up to enter as well, she goes for a pretty standard jump for herself, and her absolutely loses her skateboard. So it starts to fall separate from Monarch as, and even like her hoodie that she's wearing almost looks like butterfly wings as she starts to fall from the second floor of this factory toward slow motion towards the concrete floor of the factory. Someone on the ground starts yelling for help, like call 911. Like she hasn't even hit the ground yet. And then you all see Monarch hit the floor, kind of unresponsive. I need everyone else to make flight checks to get down there as quickly as they can.
Wait, we can't go to the finish line?
You can go to the finish line. You can decide to keep racing, or you can decide to go help your friend. It's up to you.
I got a 4.
Got a 4. Okay.
I got a 1 because I'm fully stopped videotaping Diamond's crash out.
I got a 9, but Will's still hiding. I think Will's oblivious to what just happened around him, is so like focused on not falling off his skateboard and dying that he's just going straight for the finish line.
Straight for the finish line. Okay,
Can I add a dramatic thing where I say as she was falling, you saw her reaching for the platforms, but she was actually trying to reach for her skateboard, not understanding how it escaped her at that moment.
Oh my God, poor Monarch. Okay, cool. You catch the whole thing on video, Liv, before you're able to stop recording. As you just stand there at the entrance to the second floor, like, oh my God. Zeke, you pull in, like, take a shortcut to come around to the front of the factory and run inside to see what's going on. As you see Will cross the finish line in first.
And proceed to not be able to stop.
Thankfully, there are crash pads set up for like the actual ending, and you see Willie just like fall straight into the pre-assigned crash pad.
Mr. Bill's off a cliff.
Just completely spread eagle, just like bam, I can do it, and just slowly slides down the crash pad
into like the kind of foam wall. But he stayed. This is the first time maybe he's stayed on his skateboard for an entire race.
Under hell of a circumstances.
Yeah. Diamond also comes in to the finish line and picks up her skateboard, and you can see the glue holding her gemstones on the end just kind of like slowly sliding down as she has her skateboard vertical now. And she walks over to you, Monarch, and she says,
"Am I completely unconscious at the moment, by the way?"
You're like in pain but breathing. And she comes over to you and she says, she's too bad, little Monarch. You know what they say about butterflies, their lives are so short. And then she kind of like kicks your ankle and walks away.
I think Monarch has enough wherewithal to like kind of just brokenly do this, but then she I think before she passes out, you hear her say, hey, it's okay. And then out.
Cool. Zeke definitely did not hear that. Diamond to eat trucks and just beats her in the face with his skateboard.
Make a brawn or a fight check. Make a fight check.
This
Yeah,
got
I feel
very
like
violent.
Yeah,
That is
feel
a
like a-
17.
Go for it.
17.
Get wrecked.
You wallop Diamond almost like but thankfully like some of her friends are there and they pick her up off the floor and she kind of spits out at the rest of you and she's like, it wasn't worth racing you all anyway, and starts to leave. You can hear some sirens in the distance. Clearly someone else who was here has called 911, and everyone hearing the sirens starts to scatter as fast as they can. And by the time the police and paramedics arrive, it is just you guys in the like main floor of this abandoned factory.
As Diamond's walking away, you just hear from the ground, if nobody else asks you, that invitation to homecoming's still open.
Excellent. And that is, unless anyone has any reactions, that is kind of the end of our like little mini first session, and we'll pick up next time with the results of what happened to Monarch.
Kelly.
Oh,
Good
wait.
matter.
Oh yeah,
That's the thing you were talking about that was going to happen.
yeah. I was like, I didn't want anyone to feel like I like purposefully hurt Sarah's character in any way, but this was like it's story relevant.
We know how awful and mean you are, Erika.
Wait, but that I'm just wondering if the role was predetermined then.
It was not predetermined. I happened to roll a nat 1, so that made it worse
really
than
good
we were
timing.
planning.
Yeah.
It's really good timing.
Yeah.
Got it.
Um,
Cool.
Yeah. I had
Right
a
now,
plan
your dice
for,
is giving you the worst side eye.
Yeah.
No, that's fair. I had plans for like some beams to fall and other stuff if all of Dicey's checks were good in the jumping around in the factory.
Oh, so she was going to get hurt no matter what.
She was gonna get hurt no matter what. And I didn't want people to think that I was just like picking on Sarah and like like breaking her character's limbs for no reason.
Sorry,
That is your MO. You are
Yeah.
tend to just.
I remember reading about that in the description you sent to everybody.
Sorry, I did not mean to burst the illusion for our audience because I know you didn't say that live to them, but I think it's good to know that she did because she was afraid of avoiding any like hard feelings. This is right out the gate. We need something to happen that serves the narrative. Is Sarah okay with it? She's okay with it. We go forward.
We go forward with it. Yeah. And it was even something that Sarah brought up like in her character creation process before we started. And I was like, would you be okay if this happened to your character in session 1 instead of off screen? She was like, yeah, that's cool.
Yes, please.
So
awesome.
Yeah.
Seeing your looks of horror made it more than worth it.
Truth be told, I expected there to be brains for a second.
Yeah.
Because I've seen some pretty gnarly wipeouts.
No, that's fair. I didn't want to like kill. But maybe some pretty severely broken legs. We'll have to see if Dicey skates another day.
All right.
Yeah.
That's why I mentioned her fear earlier. She's afraid of never skating again.
Well, now I know that Will's going to be even more scared of skating.
Yeah, that's
Will, you had your best race.
Yeah, and somebody almost died.
It's true. It's true. Coolio.
What's coming up?
That was our session 0 and like session 0.5, so that everyone got an idea of rolling and how stats and their different abilities worked. So we will pick up next time with session 2 and our first like full session of Kids on Bikes on Skateboards.
Fun.
Well, thank you, Erika. That was fun. I look forward to playing some more.
I'm so excited for next Tuesday.
Yeah. What do we got coming up?
Well, next Tuesday it's back to Essentia.
And then the Tuesday after
that, in 2 weeks, we're back here. There's also Once Upon a One Shot is happening this month. It's
I already forget. What are you
It's
playing,
a
James?
D&D 2024 rules,
right.
kind of like
Beat 'em up.
yeah, battle to the last man kind of thing.
Yeah, Battle Royale.
Yeah.
So if you're a big combat fan, this stream is for you. And that's looking like it's going to be on August 30th now.
Mm-hmm.
We had previously said the 29th, but now it's going to be on August 30th. So keep your eyes peeled for that. And then on September 5th, we have a very special Founder Fun Shot stream with Dragon Mount Press. They're going to be play testing their brand new game, Budapest 1899, with special guest Danger Mommy D&D. So mark your calendars for that. That's going to be that afternoon Eastern time on account of they're all the way in Hungary, and it'll be evening for them. So probably I'm thinking it'll be a 2:00 stream probably for that day.
Most likely.
Yeah.
Well, thereabouts.
And as always, if you'd like to get involved in CGI conversations or, games, go join our Discord server. We put player calls out there. Once Upon a One Shot is a community-run game. It's by everyone, for everyone. And you don't have to know how to play or how to run a game to do it. We'll all help each other out and learn. So
yeah, and we want to help facilitate people playing and people running games. So come hang out, get involved. The community's growing all the time. We've had a bunch of people join here recently and lots of good chatter. So come hang out.
And since we have so many new people, here's your reminder, if you didn't know yet, that we also have merch. TTRPG swag. TTRPGswag.com/pages/Grimstone Gaming. We've got shirts, we've got hats, we've got glasses, we've got mugs, we have baby onesies.
Maybe once I work on the Mirror Bay Mosasaurs logo, we'll slap that on a koozie.
Oh yeah.
Ooh, yeah. Or I need the classic social studies teacher who also coaches the football team. Mug.
That's
or
literally
best.
my brother-in-law.
Yeah,
It's literally my brother-in-law. Except instead of teaching social studies now, he's an assistant principal.
There you go.
Assistant director.
Like a vest with the embroidered.
Yes.
Yes.
I have big dreams, people. Big dreams.
Khakis and a whistle.
That's what I'll wear next time, is a vest, a polo, khakis, and a whistle.
I can't wait. All right.
Sweet. Thank you guys so much for tuning in to our session 0 and our session 0.5. I can't wait to see you all in 2 weeks.
Good night.
See you then.
Don't forget.
Stop playing. Never stop playing.
Never stop playing. Bye-bye.
Never.
Stop
Bye.
playing.